Hello, GrowWire viewers. Welcome to this interview with the one and only three-time Super Bowl champion and former 49ers quarterback, Steve Young. Thank you so much for being with us.
It's great to be here.
You were an esteemed high school player, an esteemed college player, and you took that success into your NFL career. What would you say was the biggest driving factor in this success?
My dad always talked about a dream and a plan. He goes, dreams are awesome, but what's the plan? And so I think having both helped me lean into the dream, but also a plan.
So taking this into your career with the 49ers, that organization was a championship culture for decades. What do you think is the key to establishing that kind of culture early on and then maintaining it for so many years? And what can businesses learn from that?
The absolute number one key is that the leaders of the firm, the company, the team are fundamentally accountable. There will be tough times, and there will be mountains of mitigation and mitigating circumstances that make it tough. And as a leader of the team, do you take the bait and talk about mitigation than everybody else does throughout the system, or do you at that moment say, I'm the leader, I'm responsible, no matter what happened, it's my fault.
Yeah.
I'll take accountability. And if the leader will do that, everyone else follows.
You were behind Joe Montana for years, arguably one of the...
Way too long.
Arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You being as success-driven and relentless as you are, that's got to be a little challenging.
You can imagine my personality is I wanted to be on the field. I did not want to be watching. It was frustrating. It was like a hairy suit that I was wearing. I was like, I hate this.
Yeah.
But what I did while I was frustrated is I practiced. I prepared. I memorized. Every week, even though I probably was not going to play, I would memorize as if I was going to play.
Yeah.
And it was a discipline. But I did my job, and I did it well, and I prepared for the next job I really wanted to have.
Yeah.
And so in many ways, I didn't wait for someone to hand me that job and then try it out. I was like, that's the job I want, and I'm going to act as if it's mine.
Yeah, right? Love that tip. You did eventually take on the QB position, much different skill set than Joe Montana. Leadership had to adapt around you, your team had to adapt around you. What do you think that businesses can learn from that?
What I think boiled down to what is most useful is a sense that I'm not replacing anybody. You are you, do you the best you can.
Yeah.
Then if it needs to get better, iterate.
Yeah.
Figure it out, but don't try to be something else.
You made this transition from the football field into business and broadcasting fairly seamlessly.
I didn't mean to, it just happened.
What would you say to somebody who's making that change in their career right now?
There's things that you can go and try to build a career at, and you're out at 30, 35, and that's hard. It's falling off a cliff. You hit the bottom of the cliff and you're just in pieces. And the only way to move forward is to kind of put yourself together and realize, you know what, yesterday when I was on top, I was really good at something. Now I'm down here, I'm actually not good at anything anymore. I'm gonna start trying to be great at something else.
Wow.
And if you just take that tack, you stay focused on actually pulling it off.